Hey, what's going on, Archons? Welcome to Deck Love Volume 2, where I pose the question, can you fall in love with a KeyForge deck without having a significant event attached to it? Now, in my first iteration of this, I had it was a fun deck from Mass Mutations, which I thought was the right set to go. I thought Dark Tidings and Mass Mutation had the greatest propensity for you to fall in love with a deck due to unique things that exist. Dark Tidings, because I think that it just has really fun play potential, and Mass Mutation because of the fact that you have enhancements, you can have a very unique thing that you may like. Now, the deck failed in having a lack of Ember control, which really hurt it, but it was really fun to play and it had some great stuff. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. Now, can we fall in love with this deck? There's already something here, which is, do you see that? That says Legacy. All right, so having a Legacy card is definitely a way you can fall in love with a deck because it's already going to make this deck unique. Now the question is, what is a Legacy card? What house is it in? And will it be any good? And as usual, I'm struggling with packaging. So here we go. We have a Dario of Crafthold coming into the mix. The houses of Logos, Untamed Shadows. I'm gonna tell you something, folks. I love Unfathomable in here, but I think these might be my 3 favorite houses. Now, last time I did this, I was on the Master Vault, just enjoying the way that we could see enhancements, but as this set doesn't have as many enhancements, I thought, let's get classic with it. And, let's do it a good old turn and burn. Is that the right way to say this? All right, so Dario of Crafthold. What does this deck hold for us? What does the Crafthold hold? So first up, we have in Logos, Anarchesis. All right, that's already a good start. Howling Pit. Okay. Archon's Callback. All right. Novu Archaeologist. Another Novu Archaeologist. Armadrone. Edai. Infomorph. Another Infomorph. 3 Infomorphs. P.I. Sweven with one of those draw pips. Submersive Principle. And now we move on to the Shadows House. We got a Booby Trap. Good to see. Brend the Fanatic. Okay. Monty Bank. Trickle Down Theory with a draw pip. Francis. Another Francis. Jackie Tar. Kerwallop. Loot or Pillage. Mug. Scooped. Shoulder Id. Now we move on to the Untamed side of things with a Song of the Wild. Blossom Drake. Fangtooth Cavern. Genetic Drift with 2 draw pips. Deepwater Gruen. Infighting. Infighting with a draw pip. Keyfrog. Mookling. Way of the Pixie. Witch of the Dawn What is the legacy? And youngest bear. So, yeah, I don't know what the legacy is. I'm so curious right now. What is the legacy? It must be in shadows. No. Oh, it's Song of the Wild. So a legacy Song of the Wild. All right, so let's get down to brass tacks here, folks. What is the creature count? That's what we need to know first, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, which is great with Song of the Wild. You have Youngest Bear, Reap with Song of the Wild, which is really nice. Okay, so we got 6 creatures here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures here. We're at 12. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 creatures here. So that's 20 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. Not mad at that. How many Ember Pips do we have? I think we just got the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So not a ton of Ember Pips, but Ember Control, which was the main sticking point in the last deck. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think this will ever get used. 7. So we got 7, which is good. That's a decent number. I was trying to think. I paused on Monty Bank to think, is there ways I could actually just put an ember on it and then go about it? But I don't think there is a way. Question mark. I'm just having a quick perusal here, see what I can find. Yeah, that doesn't help. Actually, loot or pillage. Yeah, you capture 3, steal 3. So you could go Monty Bank into loot or pillage. That actually, I really like that play. So a friendly creature captures 3. You put 3 on Monty Bank and then instantly do it. So you go right from 6 to 0 for your opponent. They can get the 3 back. Doesn't really matter because you've already gone to town. So whew, I'm liking that. What else we got here? So the efficiency side of things here I think is quite nice. So we got a draw here. Well, first we got 6 draw pips. Then we have, so that's, we'll call that just 6 for the Infomorphs. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Could you play a lot of cards? I mean, you probably could. So that's 12. Youngest Bear will be 13, 14. All right, so yeah, that's pretty decent. Let's go into board control now. Nothing here. Here we go, a bunch though. 1, 2. I mean, I'm just loving this with the Mookling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lots of waves to trigger Brand. So we got 8. That's a good number. Lots of board clears as well. Obviously the double infighting is going to be really important. As far as artifacts go, I think there was just the trickle down theory and Fangtooth Cavern, which I may want to shut off, which Blossom Drake can do and get bigger as a result. So that's pretty good. Oh, there's one in each house basically. Yeah, and then we got Howling Pit, which I may not want to shut off, but yeah, that's really good. Can I fall in love with this deck? Actually, this is the type of deck I would definitely fall in love with. So things I'm gonna be looking for is, the good news is the tide is not crucial for this deck. So P.I. Sweven is obviously wanting it. Submersive Principle is obviously wanting it. Deepwater Gruin is you may or may not want it. Jackie Tar wants it. So the good news is the tide is not crucial for this deck, and I think you only really need to call it maybe once is what you really need. So you should only have to take 3 chains potentially. The rest is coming. So how would you fall in love with a deck like this? Well, first off, I think that the way that Logos plays and the way you can get yourself going, I mean, you could set up a turn with Novu Archaeologist, get a whole bunch of stuff from your archive. Archon's callback into an Anarchesis. So if you can go turn 1, if you have this in hand, I mean, could you do it turn 1? I don't think so, but Howling Pit helps it. Archon's callback helps it. P.I. Sweven helps it. So you essentially would need what? +7. So you play 7 cards, and that makes you get to forge a key for 6. So not the best, but I guess it could work. It is possible. So what I'm really liking about the Logo Suite is it's just going to, you get a good board here, and it's a board that you can just rock and have fun with. I like that. I think Untamed is actually where you're going to be bursting a little bit with Untamed. I don't think it's going to be as much of a sticking house. I think you just kind of play it and move on. With the draws here, I mean, it has the most draw pips, and it has the key cheat with KeyFrog, which, you know, I think KeyFrog is a better route and is more plausible out of all these. And then here with the shadow side of things, it could be really fun. Yeah, I think this deck's going to be fun to play. I'm not sure the housing order that I'm going to really want to do. Obviously, there's some good things in here where you can really stymie your opponent in different ways. So I am liking that. And I just want to see how this plays now at this point, actually. I think we need to just jam 10 games like I did before, make some notes like I did before, and see what comes out the other side. It does have some really fun things, and I just need to figure out the intricacies of the deck and how things come together and what it looks like, because I think this could be a really fun deck. Could I fall in love with it? I don't know. This one is a hard I don't know. I think it depends on how aggressive this efficiency really works, how much I can make things in here go off, and yeah, the Shadows is not my favorite, but it's not my worst either. And I got to see how it goes, because the Shadows does have some unique things, which I think I may like. I do love a Dark Tiding Shadows, but I'm not sure if this falls into that category. So we'll see what comes out the other side. I will be sure to do a video and do updates. And like I did in my previous iteration of this, I will do a final analysis where I play a game and talk about all the things so you can see how this deck fares. And as per usual, this will not be scanned into SAS. So I'm just going to get to see how it rocks and have the best time. So as always, folks, may your ember never be stolen and your keys forged promptly. Have a good one.